Round 1, Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The Boston Celtics enter the postseason with the best record in the conference. But now, the stakes are higher. Will their dominance be tested as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round 1, Game 1. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. And for Boston, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. But take a look at the Celtics. I think we know the confidence around this organization is extremely high. They feel like this is their series to lose.
And you know, they have an edge playing at home. They also probably have an edge in talent level. But I'll tell you what, any number of things can shift momentum in a series. You need to try and make quick work of this one and get to the second round.
Truly survive in advance, isn't it? And it's Lillard missing. It's tipped and stolen by Kuzma. Now here's Lillard. Pass to Giannis. Kuzma outside. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
A reliable stretch forward. In this day and age, Kuzma is very valuable because of his three-point shooting.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Drives to the hoop. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
Here's Tatum. He gets that. Tatum's got his second bucket.
He's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Antetokounmpo against Tatum. White bounce pass. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by White. Tatum's got his third bucket of the night. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And Giannis throws it down hard.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Brown. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach. I'm trying to stop the Greek Freak. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Super quick in transition, the Greek Freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Tatum. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Celtics trail by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Giannis. It's hauled in by Porzingis. The Celtics have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Outside Holiday. The 3 from Tatum. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Tatum's got 9.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Green. Pass to Sims. Back to Green. Lillard looking around. His three-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Giannis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Rollins comes in for Damian Lillard. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. Porter finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
And that's unselfishness right there. Full display. Giannis wanting to get it to open teammates.
Celtics trail by 4. It's Brown on the wing. Guarded by Porter. Shot, high post. A nice shot by Brown.
Brown has a nice shot repertoire. Clearly the mid-range doesn't give him much trouble.
6-second difference between shot and game time. Here's the teardrop. And that one, good. Giannis has got 10 points.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Brown, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
Here's Rollins. No good from 11 feet. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Milwaukee on top. They're up by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Milwaukee.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Something else they've been doing really well is shredding that defense by getting all the way to the rack. They've been absolutely fearless in attacking the paint.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Kevin Porter is out there with Rollins, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Tatum, that's good.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
And here's Giannis. There goes Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
Tatum down low. Giannis is there, and there's the bucket from Tatum.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Outside, Green. Offline with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
You know, over his first couple of seasons, Tatum has really increased his trips to the line, playing more aggressive.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
Boston making a switch here. Cornette's checked in.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
There's Portis. Boston grabs the miss. And here's Tatum for 3. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
This is why Tatum is a superstar. His confidence in shooting the ball right away, quick release.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Trent comes in for Rollins. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Tatum, that's for 2. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
The shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around, and again the Bucks miss. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Tatum. Through contact, Tatum.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one, doing it all.
Giannis outside. Trent with the wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Trent's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And there's the drive. And Lopez throws it down hard.
Boy, looking to add to his highlight reel that time, the big fella. Lopez showing you a little extra athletic ability for a big guy.
Now here's Tatum. Over Green. Inside, Tatum.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Boston making some changes. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's White in for Pritchard. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Kuzma against Horford. Portis kicks to Kuzma. That three off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Brown. He's got 6. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the high post. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Lillard with it. Picked up by Brown. And again, the Bucks miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brown's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Lillard from outside. Rebound Boston.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Here's Brown. Pass to Holiday. White, bounce pass. Brown outside. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's Lillard missing.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoring.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
He misses the free throw.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
That one misses. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Trent. Plays it up and banks it in. Trent's got 5 points now this quarter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And that concludes the first half. Celtics lead by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see some go in. It feels good to see them go in early. And so good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And thank you for joining us. 2 quarters in the books and a Game 1 deficit for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game 1, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Boston leading by 7. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Tatum's got a nice jump shot. He's in rhythm. You feel like he's going to make it every time he shoots.
Antetokounmpo passes to Kuzma. Bucks passing it around. And Giannis throws it down hard.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Tatum against Giannis. From the top of the key. Tatum's shot is off. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Lillard. Here's Trent. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Trent's got 7 points in the game.
Timeout. Beautiful dime from Lillard that time. Good eyes there.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Holiday dishes to White. Back to Holiday. On the wing, Brown. Shot clock at 5. That one is good again. He sits straight from the floor with the basket.
Give credit to the defense. They were right there on Brown. Ultimately, though, he's too smart and too confident near the hoop to have any effect.
Back to Lillard. From downtown. And Boston with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Celtics leading by 7. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to talk to his guys.
Let's give you another round of applause. For your Celtics entertainment.
Austin with the ball. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. A 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Giannis kicks to Lillard. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 7-point differential. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Kuzma with the basket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Kuzma's got his third basket of the night right there. Giannis against Tatum. Tatum sticks the three on the team.
And Tatum is pretty calm out there. He does not rattle easily. Incredible concentration in the face of hardcore defense there.
Kuzma outside. Off target with his three. Boston leading by 7. Tatum with it. And it's Trent picking him up. To Porzingis. Here's Brown. And the shot no good. A bit short. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. He was all alone on that one. Lillard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Here's Tatum, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. It's Kuzma penetrating.
Well, you got to shut these lanes off because Kuzma relishes the opportunity to finish around the rim.
Porzingis kicks to White. The Celtics working the ball around now. Second chance shot, and it's Porzingis laying it in. Porzingis has got his first bucket of the night.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Kevin Porter subbed in for Trent.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game. Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's at high.
And Giannis throws it down.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Here's Brown. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
30 seconds left to play in the third. It's Giannis with the drive. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And Antetokounmpo is an excellent penetrator. Moves as a man much smaller would. I mean, this guy's 7 feet tall with that kind of agility. Just finds ways to knife inside the lane and finish through contact. Really impressive.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Lillard way outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. It's the Celtics. They lead by a bucket. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Come on, let's keep it going. The ball movement is good, guys. We're getting great shots, but we're giving up too many shots.
Exchanging baskets is what Doc is talking about. That's not what he's looking for, asking his guys to clamp down on defense.
Yeah, I mean, he wants it all. Sees an opportunity for his team to kind of dominate here a little bit and wants them to just take full advantage.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. Collins is out there at court. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. They get it back. Pass to Porter. To take the lead. And the three ball is good. Porter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
And that one's good. Tatum.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Horford against Antetokounmpo. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Down low, Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Hey, I feel bad for those rims because Portis has no mercy on them, throwing it down with force.
Here's Tatum. Basket counts. Tatum's got 32 points in the game.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Both teams making substitutions here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He's happy with how they've been playing. He told them, hey, they had their chance, but this is where we take it from them. This is our game and our series. He's got them pretty fired up, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists now tonight.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting. And so far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunity.
Pass to Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Boy, they showed no hesitation on the mid-range game as well. I thought that was really a big key for them.
And that one falls for Tatum. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Off target from three-point range. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Tatum. Boston again missing. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Trent can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Coming at you with so many ways to get his points. Tatum draws a lot of contact throughout the game. Gets himself to the line.
Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum. Second free throw, no good. Bucks leading by 3. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. A wide open look here for Lopez, and the 3 off target. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's White. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Celtics have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Goes up from the top of the key. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Tatum's got 38 points.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
And Lillard picks the Trent. Antetokounmpo, a screen on White. Nobody near Lillard. Drills it from outside. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Clutch moments like this may as well call them game time. He'll be ready for sure.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Top Tatum. Antetokounmpo defending. Baseline Jay on the way. Tatum's shot is off. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
44 seconds left in the fourth. Three-pointer, Lillard. Austin grabs the miss. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Here's Brown. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Porzingis. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you very much, Damian. This game went back and forth. What happened in the second half?
They started off the game really well, and we expected that. So we just had to weather that storm. Keep our composure and understand what it took to take over the game. And we matched that. And it was who was going to come out and have a better start to the third. And we knew it wasn't going to be about offense. We knew it was going to be about defense. So we turned it up on the defensive end, and I thought that was where we separated ourselves.
That was the difference tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game.
To bring you the action as round 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs continues on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. And for the Celtics, the perimeter pair, White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Lopez. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And using that size to his advantage. I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
When Giannis starts to drive, the defense knows it's in trouble. He powers right through them.
Here's Tatum. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Trent from long range. That one no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I'm sure he is too.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Here's Tatum. And the layup is good. Tatum's got 6 points.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Holiday against Lillard. Antetokounmpo, left side. Nice D from Tatum. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Lays it up and banks it in. Give him 8 points now.
And Tatum is an impressive athlete. So good at knifing inside and finishing at the rim.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Milwaukee making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Here's Milwaukee, trailing by 2. Lillard double team. Kuzma outside to the wing on the left. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Wow!
Beyond belief. Such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Can, capturing the moment. Here's Tatum. It's It's Milwaukee with a rebound. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes. Kuzma, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. It's stolen by Trent. The floater. Out to Lillard. There's the 3. Drains the triple.
And that's a veteran move by Lillard to see the D closing and get the shot away.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. A nice shot by Brown.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Outside Porter. Pass to Trent. Kuzma outside. And it's all from 3-point range. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Holiday passes to White. Here's Horford. Outside, Brown. Over Trent. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist by White.
Well, look, they need Brown making an impact with his outside game, and he rarely disappoints.
Kuzma outside. From behind the arc. That shot, no good. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's Brown. Rebounded by Kuzma.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Here's Holiday. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
On the wing, Porter. Kuzma for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. It's the Celtics. They're up by 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Here's Pritchard. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce for an injury update on Brooke Lopez.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Milwaukee's head athletic trainer. There's some pain in the chest area, especially when breathing. Right now, it's being called a bruise. It's just so unfortunate to experience injuries like this early in the season, just barely out of the gates and already an unexpected setback.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Hoping to see him back on the court soon, guys.
They really hope to have him back, but it's so crucial that he's healthy when he returns.
It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Shireman in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Cornette's checked in for Boston. And that one misses.
Well, it's so impressive how Jason Tatum has just continued to strengthen his game. He's a star who isn't easily satisfied by his own play and always wants to do more. Now, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Down low. Rollins gets the bucket. Rollins has gotten his first basket of the night.
Yeah, a gifted passer. Antetokounmpo has won multiple MVPs for his all-around game.
Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Antetokounmpo from deep. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
And some fans wince when he takes them, but Giannis can and will hit the occasional three-point shot.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Tatum on the drive, and he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Well, not just fast, but also precise. Tatum shows a lot of control on his drive.
To the left side wing. Antetokounmpo against Horford. Antetokounmpo, left side, 5 on the clock. Horford with some nice D. Boston leading by 4. Here's Tatum, and Tatum fires one home.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
The Bucks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Antetokounmpo. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
For Boston, they've gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. Here's Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
The Bucks trail by 6. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Green for 3. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Back to Horford. Pass to Pritchard. There's Tatum with the 3. It's hauled in by Rollins.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. 16 feet out. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Porter. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Celtics lead by 6. And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today?
Well, now the question is, how do you scheme this guy? Try to take the ball out of his hands? Bring a second defender? I'm curious to see what they do.
almost an entirely new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Cornette. Jaylen Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. White, he's checked in for Horford. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kuzma comes in for Green. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Porter Jr. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Rollins.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Jaylen Brown proving to be a tough customer.
Boston shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Lillard passes to Trent. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Celtics lead by 3. Oh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Holiday against Lillard. Inside. Here's Trent. It's hauled in by White.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Brown, no good. Bucks trail by 5. Trent for 3. It's hauled in by White.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around.
Outside, Brown. Up in time. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Greetings, everybody. It's Game 2, and things are a little rocky right now for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best. And it reminds me of my free throws, mostly bricks.
It's like they went to the O'Neal three-point shooting academy.
Very funny.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, they're trying to even the series at 1 apiece. Kenny, how critical is this win for them?
You might say it's still early, but you don't want to drop 2 in a row on your home court now.
I agree. They've already lost home court advantage. Don't want to dig that hole any deeper.
And that would be deep, just like your analysis is from time to time, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Well, tonight is a big game, and you have to be impressed with the way he's come out firing.
Well, the lights are bright in this matchup, and he's had no problem playing up to the moment.
Boston leading by 5. And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at small forward. Here's Tatum. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds tonight. Into the lane. And Giannis throws it down.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek Freak is on fire.
White, the pass to Brown. Tatum against Antetokounmpo. And it comes off the front of the rim. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 3. To the inside. Here's Lopez. Nails the baby hook.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Outside, Brown. Outside, Holiday. On the wing, Tatum. 3-pointer. Jason Tatum. He's a sharpshooter.
Well, when it comes to his jump shooting, Tatum is extremely efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
Pass to Lillard. Misses in close.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Tatum knocks it down. He's locked in right now.
Calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
And into the floor right now, it's Celtics Entertainment.
And so it's Boston with it. They lead by 4. Brown passes to Tatum. And Tatum gets it to go through the D.
Getting off the floor with ease. Tatum can beat good defense with his athleticism.
A clear look for Antetokounmpo. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Here's Brown. Brown gets the inside finish.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Kuzma outside. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And nothing is more terrifying than Giannis on the attack. So powerful when he takes flight.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Pritchard's checked in for White. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Porter Jr.'s checked in. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
Here's Tatum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific mood right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Al Horford's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Tatum. Sims, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. .125 left in the third quarter. Trent from long range. And the Bucks miss again.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
From the wing. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
To the right side. Here's Portis. And another miss by Milwaukee. Celtics lead by 6. Outside, Brown. Over Trent. Brown can't hit. Milwaukee's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. For 3, here's Lillard. Hauser grabs the board. For Boston, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Trent's shot is off. And here's Brown. He's got 10. It'll count. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Boston leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the 2 guard. That's the Boston 5. Here's Tatum. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Tatum's got 31.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays. But that's been their preferred way of finding points.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
As they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
A nice shot by Tatum.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
The Bucks trail by 10. Here's Antetokounmpo. Horford with a steal. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Celtics making a switch here. Holiday is checked in. Trent, he's checked in for Milwaukee. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thank you for that. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Tatum. Milwaukee with the rebound. 3-on-3. Here's Porter. And another miss by Milwaukee. Celtics lead by 10. Holiday finds Tatum. Going inside. Oh, Tatum gets right to the rim.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so Porter will bring it up for Milwaukee. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Hits a three-pointer.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Outside Tatum, driving to the basket, and stolen by Antetokounmpo. Down low, here's Portis. Good, and Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got his fourth assist in this one. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And it's good. 2 points. Tatum's got 8 points in the quarter.
I love how unafraid they are to mix it up in the paint.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Green. And Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Yes, sir! You can count on Dame from deep.
You cannot let Dame get good looks, especially from the corner.
Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Tatum, good.
He's accounted for over half their points thus far, shouldering the load offensively.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Kuzma for three. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists now in the game. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Some changes for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Fournette. Jaylen Brown comes in for Horford. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Over Antetokounmpo. No good off the back of the rim. Bucks trail by 5. Tries to break his ice. And Trent the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Here's White. Boston again missing.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Oh, not one to lack confidence. Kuzma won't hesitate to pull the trigger in the big moments. Not afraid.
Here's Tatum. Look at Tatum. Powers his way up for 2.
Hey, you need some points? Tatum is your guy.
Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Kuzma. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by White. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
What a big-time bucket. Tatum stepping up as a leader and coming through for his team.
And Antetokounmpo, here we go. Count it!
You expect this from an MVP like Giannis. He never gives up on the game. Woo! Gotta love it.
Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Rebounded by Trent. And so Trent will bring it up for Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes!
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
And here's Lopez from the arc. The shot comes out, and they foul intentionally. Now, they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul. At the line, Jaylen Brown. At the line for 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Antetokounmpo outside. Kuzma right side. Count it!
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
And this is what it's all about. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. And they committed an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
First team foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting from Milwaukee.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
So it's a narrow victory for the Bucks, pulling it out for the W. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series, up 2 games to none now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Giannis, a terrific comeback win. Talk about the composure this team showed.
We stayed together, we played together, we win together, we lose together. Even though we faced adversity, we came out, we were focused, we were able to move the ball, execute, and we just stayed together.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you later.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the tide can turn in this one. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sideline. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Bucks, the guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the threesome.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Look at Milwaukee. Shocking the world, winning 2 on the road to start this series. Greg, if they win tonight, their lead will be insurmountable.
No doubt. They have a chance to win both at home and close this thing out, but their opponent is the higher seed for a reason. Momentum can shift very quickly, and sometimes when you lose it, you can't get it back.
Very hard, you're right. Lopez, no luck. Porzingis passes the ball. Going inside, and he banks in the layup.
Give it up to Brown. He's so dangerous off the bounce.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Milwaukee. We played just over a minute here in the first. A wide open look.
The strength really is insane.
Now here's Brown. Outside, Porzingis in the corner. Tatum with it. Over Giannis. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. It's the Celtics ball. They trail by 1. They look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough. But the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you've got to turn those into points. And it might have cost them in that last ball game missing all those chippies.
Now Tatum following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. from deep. Count that one.
How about Tatum there using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about the chances. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And the layup is good.
Pretty close to impossible to stop Lillard inside like that, just too shifty.
Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. There's Tatum. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Well, no hesitation whatsoever from Brook Lopez at that range.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Sims is checked in. Bobby Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Green is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Trent. Now here's Brown. And that one is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Bucks trail. Over to the left wing. Portis against Horford. Here's Sims. And Boston with the rebound.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Few better athletes in the league than Jaylen Brown, and he stays in attack mode.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Lillard from outside. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics leading by 3. There's 31 seconds left in the first. Pass to Hauser. Cornette kicks to Brown. Takes it off the glass. Brown's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Lillard. Missed inside.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in. Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Celtics lead by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
That'll be a 5-second call. There goes Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. Porter is out there with Rollins. And it's Green in at the 3. Here's Giannis. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Outside, Porter lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Hauser. Scoreless thus far. Floats it up for Giannis. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Porter looking it over. Here's Giannis. And again, the Bucks miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Tatum. Inside, Tatum.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Rollins. Pass to Antetokounmpo. There's the drive. The rebound by the Celtics. Horford's got 4 rebounds in this game. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. This ball movement by Boston. Through contact, Tatum.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Giannis drives in. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that stride that you see from Giannis is just so effective out there getting around defenders.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Trent's checked in for Kevin Porter. And it's Damian Lillard in for Rollins. Antetokounmpo with the finish.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And Tatum with the basket on the assist by White. Tatum's got 17 now.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Giannis' screen on Holiday. Lillard misses.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Right on the bucket. Tatum's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
A shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Anticipation and length makes Giannis a great shot blocker.
Trent can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 21.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Giannis outside. Kuzma outside. The shot by Lillard wide open. No good from outside. Celtics leading by 9. Tatum, that's for 2. It's good! Tatum with the teardrop.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beat you in so many different ways.
So it's the Bucks now. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Pass to Trent. And here is Lopez. Lillard from outside. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Tatum down low. Antetokounmpo's there. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Brown's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kuzma, that's good.
Kuz loves those inside shots, and he's working hard to find them.
The Celtics with the lead. Outside Tatum. A rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Howard. Antetokounmpo. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team, stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot from. They're measuring up the shot.
Howdy, folks. Game 3 here at the half, and it is a substantial deficit for the Milwaukee Bucks.
I mean, it's pretty simple. More rebounds, more opportunities. Right now, they're getting crushed on the glass, Shaq.
From where I'm sitting, I don't see the energy, and I do not see the effort.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Bucks. A dream start. 2 wins on the road, and now a chance to go up 3-0 at home.
Well, they're definitely sitting in a good place, but they got to watch their backs.
Yeah, overconfidence could be their downfall. They can't get complacent and miss a chance to widen their lead.
Yeah, I like their chances. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
NBA playoffs, round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Boston leading by 8. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Celtics with possession here. Tatum with it. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Lillard from outside. Here's Kuzma. The rebound by Holiday. The Celtics shooting a superb 63% from the field. Brown. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Brown's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Celtics. Bucks trail by 10. Giannis inside. Guarded by Tatum. Lillard from outside. Rebound Boston.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Tatum against Lillard. And the basket by Tatum. And it's a 12-point Celtic lead.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Lillard, the pass to Kuzma. No good on the 3.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And that one's good. Tatum.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Give us a big round of applause for your contribution dancing. Your guest box dancing. Give them a round of applause.
Trent with the wide open look. Trains the three-pointer.
And this is Trent's shot right here, which is why the defense has to be better at knowing how to guard him.
Tatum on the wing. He's got 27. The 3. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Bucks. 11-point game. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down home.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Celtics have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. A nice shot by Tatum.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Kuzma outside. Lillard from outside. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And one of the quickest triggers. Lillard says, now you see it, now you don't.
Here's Tatum. Rebounded by the Bucks.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now here's Kuzma. He's got 5. And a miss there on the triple. Right side, White. The 3 from Tatum. There's Tatum's range on display.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from three.
There's 1:38 left in the third. And here's Trent outside. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the rejection by Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Kevin Porter's checked in for Milwaukee. Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard, he's checked in for White. Here's Porzingis. Shot from the inbound. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 3rd assist on the night. Trent outside. 3-pointer Lillard. The rebound by Holiday.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Brown inside the line, and another basket for Boston.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
That gives him his second 3 of the half, with 3 total for the game.
Here's Tatum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
No good on the free throw.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Smith checked in for Lopez. Bobby Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Green in for Trent. He doesn't get the second one.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Green. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Celtics leading by 10. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Yep, that one goes.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Bucks shooting about 42% so far. Over in the corner, Green. A 3-pointer off the mark. Tatum against Lillard. Outside Tatum. Shoots over Lillard. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Boston, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Rollins is out there with Porter. And it's Green in at the 3.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Bucks trail by 12. Here's Rollins. Pass to Porter. And Boston with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And so it's Milwaukee now, down by 12. Horford against Giannis. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Horford.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's good for 2.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's been good.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Trent's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Drew Holiday's checked in for Luke Cornett. Here's Portis, and it's out of the Kumbo, top of the key. And the shot goes in.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
It's stolen by Kumbo. Outside, Porter. Trent outside. Pass to Porter. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Giannis rips it down.
Only a few big guys in this league that can score at will. Giannis is one of them.
Here's Tatum. Rebound, Milwaukee. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Offensive rebound.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
How is it that Giannis always seems fired up? I mean, this guy has a true enthusiasm for the game and for competition. He just delivers night in and night out. That's what makes him the star.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green, and Damian Lillard is subbed in for Kevin Porter. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Boston leading by 8. Tatum looking around. Over Giannis. Tatum no good.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Lillard dishes to Lopez. It's good.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now there's no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
A fluid, talented scorer with length. Tatum is hard to defend because of that versatility.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Bucks?
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And he can't get the first one.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Holiday against Antetokounmpo. Trent can't hit. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Brown. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 16 points for Jaylen Brown.
And this is why Brown is one of the very best in our game. He's so good at getting into the flow.
Out to Kuzma. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Celtics leading by 8. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. From the line. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Oh, good work from the mid-range there. Tatum likes taking that shot when he can create space.
Lillard outside. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Tatum. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo gets to Lillard. And he finishes nicely on the way.
And Giannis treating the defense like a magazine. Easy reading here for him.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pulls up, high post. Porzingis inside. Lopez is there. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Bucks shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. Offense not doing their best work of late. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
Tatum down low, covered by Giannis. And they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Hands it from downtown. And the Celtics lead by 9.
It's so smooth when Brown is feeling it from deep. No hesitation.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. 41 seconds left in the game. Here's Lillard. Pass to Trent. Lillard, right side. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Holiday. And pushing it up, here's Boston. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tatum, that's for 2. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Substitution on the court.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Here's Rollins. Off target from three-point range. And he commits the intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Shooting for Boston. Davison, 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. Things were looking bleak for him, obviously, coming into this game, but with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. They don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep battling, and suddenly we got a series on our hands.
We sure do. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys did a great job contesting shots and disrupting their offense. What did you like best about the defensive effort tonight?
I think from the beginning of the game, we just started off aggressive. We were connected defensively, and that's why we were able to stop them.
You got it done when it counted, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.
A critical Game 4 coming your way in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball on 2K Sports. And tonight we've got the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Boston Celtics. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Missing a value contributor. That can be a challenge. Now, we'll see how they overcome it.
And the starting group for the Celtics. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And for the Bucks, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. You take a look at the Bucks. They'll be pouring their hearts into this game, hoping to take a commanding lead.
This is indeed their best chance to take control of this series. It should be an intense game.
Over the years, Tatum has limited the amount of mid-range jumpers that he takes, but it is still...
Oh, big finish! Wow!
Okay, I see you.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
And it's Tatum missing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Lillard with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. And the dunk by Lillard.
What an athletic play from Lillard. More than capable of just jamming it down.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Tatum. The layup off target. Tatum's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Brown against Kuzma. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The passion Kuzma plays with inside rubs off and makes his whole team better.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I asked him about the star power that they're up against tonight, and he said, quote, I'm not worried about the highlight reel plays. I'm worried about the relentless nature of that team over there. And the ringleader is Drew Holiday. He plays every possession on both ends of the floor.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Tatum. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Tatum's got his second basket of the game.
Okay, listen. Tatum can strike from anywhere. The mid-range is an open option for him at all times.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
Misses. He does not get the second one.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
For 3, here's Lillard. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Three-pointer, Holiday. Pure from three-point range.
That's how you do it. Nice catch and shoot from Drew.
The drive by Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket. Tatum looking it over. Lets it go from deep. And the Celtics another three.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Pass to Trent. Antetokounmpo for three. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 4. On the wing, Tatum. Antetokounmpo covering. Tatum gets the bucket.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Porzingis passes to Tatum. Over Antetokounmpo. Damian Lillard with the rebound.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
First one falls for him.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Kuzma, and it's Porter Jr. in for Trent. A big group substitution here for Boston. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White, and Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Launches a three, and Damian Lillard gets a three. Lillard's got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Brown, and he drives in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Quick down the lane. Brown flying by defenders.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Antetokounmpo surveys. Hauser grabs the board. Celtics trail by 5. Brown passes to Pritchard. And the officials call a traveling violation. Boston making a switch here. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the 2-guard spot. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Tatum. Porter pulls it in. And so Porter will bring it up for the Bucks. Green for 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Tatum. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
Pass to Porter. The 3 is up. And again, it's the Bucks missing. The Celtics shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. They get it again. Here's Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Now Antetokounmpo. 12 points for him. Goes up at the elbow. On the wing, Green. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Green's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Milwaukee making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. And it's Trent in for Rollins. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Hauser. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Porzingis. Over the D. Porzingis finishing inside.
Determination from Porzingis through that contact.
To the middle. And it's hammered home by Green.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Here's Tatum. Rebounded by Lopez. The Bucks leading by 4. Now here's Porter. Here's the teardrop. It's not going to go for him. For Boston, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Tatum. Tatum knocks it down. He's locked in right now.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Trent outside. Tatum against Green. Antetokounmpo outside. With the jam.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Count it. Tatum's got 8 here in this quarter.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Tatum. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. That free throw misses. Milwaukee making some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green, and Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. And no luck that time either. The Bucks leading by 6. Here's Lillard. Holiday grabs the miss. The Celtics have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Trent outside. His first shot attempt. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th assist in this one. 59 seconds left in the first half of this one. And here's Tatum. 21 points in the game. Over Antetokounmpo. Tatum can't hit. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Celtics have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. From the top of the key, that won't go either for Tatum. The Bucks leading by 8. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
He just continues to deal damage inside. They've got to figure a way to slow him down.
He's checked in for Tatum. Celtics trail by 11. Holiday finds White. It's Brown on the wing. Over Kuzma. Brown, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back to the game after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Hey everybody, we've got Game 4 action, and what a tough start it's been for the Boston Celtics.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Bucks, they know a win would give them a big advantage in the series and take them one step closer to a postseason upset.
It's hard not to love an underdog, and I'm not talking about our underdog. I'm talking about...
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round one game continues. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Pulls up on the wing. That's short off the rim. The Bucks leading by 13. Antetokounmpo, left side. Lillard outside. Knocks down the long J. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Tries the spin move. Lets it go from the wing. Again, Boston.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dumps it home.
And nothing is more terrifying than Giannis on the attack. So powerful when he takes flight.
Here's Tatum. Antetokounmpo with the block. Here he goes. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. There's Tatum with the 3. Rebounded by Trent.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Antetokounmpo finds Kuzma. Yep, count it. Kuzma's got 6 points.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. We're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Tatum. He gets it in there. Tatum's gotten 4 this quarter.
Lots of poise under pressure. Tatum welcomes a challenge.
Lillard passes to Kuzma. Here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. Porzingis grabs the board. Tatum against Antetokounmpo from 18 feet away. Tatum can't hit.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Trent outside. No one near him. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in the game. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. White against Lillard.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Kuzma. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Tatum with nobody on him. He buries that jumper. Tatum's got 27.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
Antetokounmpo outside. Hauled in by Brown.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Celtics trail by 20. 1:07 left in the third. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. On the wing, Kuzma. Back to Antetokounmpo. Trent against White. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Tatum, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Tatum's got 8 points in the quarter.
Is it just me, or does it seem like Jason Tatum is comfortable anywhere on the hardwood?
27 seconds left in the third. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 18. Over Trent. Tatum can't hit. And it's Trent penetrating. And it's good for 2. Trent's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And so it's Milwaukee. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Celtics trail by 20. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Luke Cornett. And it's Hauser in a 2-guard. Porter with it, working on Cornett, and then Porter with the dunk.
Oh, and there's the talent. Porter Jr., a highly skilled young player.
Tatum draws the double over Green, and yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Tatum's got 12 points in just the second half. Free throw line jumper. Again, Milwaukee.
Yeah, the mid-range is not a go-to for Giannis, but he's always looking to expand his game.
Here's Tatum. And a nice finish on the layup. Tatum's got 6 here in the quarter.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Here's Tatum. And yep, it's good. Tatum's got 37.
Ooh, he's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
Pass to Green. Puts up a 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th assist here tonight. Celtics trail by 21. Cornett passes to Tatum. Over Green. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. And he lobs it up top. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
Here's Tatum. Banked it in off the glass. Tatum's got 39.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Green. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Porter Jr. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Rollins. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Cornett. Jaylen Brown comes in for Horford. White, he's checked in for Hauser. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. Here's Tatum. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Tatum's got 41.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Back to Antetokounmpo. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
Trent outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fires the 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from three, and he's pretty good from there.
And it's Tatum missing. The Bucks leading by 19. Kuzma outside. Back to Lillard. From the arc. The rebound, Celtics. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by.
And when Tatum is aggressive like that, it's tough to keep him off the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
No good on that one. And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. That one's no good. Milwaukee is gone, only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter.
And with time running down here in Game 4, we've got to give credit to what a terrific performance it's been for the Bucks.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
Connaughton outside to the left wing. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Here's Sims. Sinks that one from the post. And the Bucks lead by 21.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Porter with it, picked up by Tatum. And then Porter with the dunk.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Brown, that's good.
Putting his court vision on full display. Holiday plays the role of floor general pretty effectively.
White against Porter. Pass to Connaughton. It's hauled in by White. Outside Tatum. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. And with this win, they'll jump out to a 3-1 lead in the series. A commanding start.
And they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal. The job isn't done yet, but it's close to being all she wrote.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Dame, you routinely make shots that most players would not even attempt. What enables you to have that kind of confidence?
Sometimes in the summer, I work on the craziest things. You know, you never know what type of situation you're going to be in. You got to be prepared for it. You know, so I've worked on my fair share of crazy shots, crazy passes, and, you know, you don't make a high percentage of them, but I made one tonight.
Practice makes perfect. Thanks so much, Dame.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us.
Everybody walk around.
Desperation hangs in the air. One team looking to advance to the next round. The other looking to force a Game 6. What will happen? These are the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Taking a look at Boston. They thought they'd be up 3-1 at this time. Instead, they find themselves in a win or go home scenario. This is unexpected, huh?
And Kevin, this is why they play the games. On paper, this wasn't supposed to happen. Maybe they got a little complacent. Maybe this raucous home crowd can snap them out of this trance that they seem to be in.
Well, they need something, that's for sure. The Celtics shooting their first free throws here for the night. And that one falls for Tatum.
From the moment Jason Tatum stepped into this league, he has been a guy who has wanted the burden offensively, and he has delivered.
And here's Giannis. To the middle. He's looking for Lopez and finds him.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla, and we talked about the problems that Giannis poses. He said, look, there's no easy way to defend Giannis. You have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. He acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Teardrop shot, and there's a nice layup by Kuzma.
Well, how about the floater game from Kyle Kuzma?
Tatum against Giannis. Tatum no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Yeah, Drew Holiday can either receive or initiate contact. He just is so tough.
Lillard surveying the D. Porzingis with the rebound. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. For the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. They want that intensity to carry over from that victory on Friday.
You know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Here's Tatum, following the score by Damian Lillard. Tatum, that one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior, yes, sir.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. Porzingis with the block. Here's Tatum. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for Jason Tatum.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Lillard outside. It's Trent on the wing. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Trent. Out to Kuzma.